has set America up is going to turn into thick smoke. You guys watch movies, okay? You ever see The Knowing?
Right.
Go, put the DVD of The Knowing in and fast forward all the way to the end, and that's how it's going to look like when Christ comes back. He's going to destroy all of America.
Come on now. It says the day of the trumpet, an alarm against defense cities.
The alarm against defense cities. Yeah, there's going to be sirens going on in the streets. Miami, in New York City, Los Angeles. Okay, go on.
And against high towers.
Go on.
And I will bring distress upon men.
And the Lord said in these last days you'll bring what?
And I will bring distress upon men.
This is going on right now as we speak. Nothing but distress and turmoil and chaos. Go on.
That they shall walk like blind men.
And you people are walking the streets like blind men. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all still trying to vote for Obama.
Con.
Y'all think Obama's going to save the world. Okay? Y'all think the U.S. government is going to come back.
Good luck on that.
Read that again, huh?
It says, I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they have sinned against the Lord.
Because you have sinned against the Lord. And that's your punishment for not trying to listen to the word of the Lord when the men of the Lord was out there yelling, okay? It's all over the computer. Every time you go on YouTube now, there's a black Hebrew Israelite video pop up now. Okay, it's in the magazines. You blacks and Hispanics, y'all ain't got no excuse no more, man.
Exactly.
All right, go on, huh?
It says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh shall be as dung.
And their flesh shall be as in dung. Meaning there's going to be a bunch of dead bodies left when Christ is done in this destruction.
It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Neither their what?
It says, neither their silver nor their gold.
Neither their silver nor their gold. What is the modern day for the term silver and gold? Cash money. Okay? The Lord said in that day, all that job and all that nonsense that you've worked for in America, that ain't going to mean nothing that day. Okay, so you out here talking about it's all about the money, it's all about the paper. First of all, what money? Because money doesn't even exist no more. Real money is gold and silver. That's what the Bible said, gold and silver. You realize it didn't say, oh, they're dollars. Because dollars is man-made.
Has no weight to it.
Okay, real money is gold and silver.
Con.
All right, going up.
It says, neither shall their silver or their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
So you can cry to the Lord that day for how much pain and agony that you're going to be in. The Lord don't care how much times you try to throw the money at him. He don't want your money. He only wants those that serve in the Lord. So all that Nicki Minaj, cash money, baby, Lil Wayne, freestyle life is going out the window. Because that's all vain and it's all of the devil. All right?
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
The Lord said, the whole land shall be devoured. Okay, and this is America's future. We're reading out the Holy Bible. It's fire and brimstone. Go on.
It says, for he shall make even speedy riddance of all them that deliver the land, that go on the land.
The Lord said a speedy riddance. That's how come you see all this chaos is happening real fast now. Okay, you had the United States yesterday. They sending a 4th U.S. warship into the Persian Gulf. Why you think they over there in the Persian Gulf? Because that's where Christ is going to make his second return. And blast it. But y'all don't read the Bible, so y'all don't understand what's going on. And when you do read the Bible, you come with that fake whitewashed Christian nonsense. That Roman Catholic demon. Okay? Catholicism is not in the Bible. Roman Catholicism is not in the Bible. The Pope is not in the Bible. Where's the Pope at? You know, everybody loves the Pope. Okay, when was the last time when you heard Peter and them, they had to go up to Rome to visit the Pope?
The Pope molesting the boy.
Where Paul said that he had to leave Cyrus real quick to make it to Rome because the Vatican was going to have... Where's that in the Bible? That's nowhere, man. You got something?
I still got Amos 6.
Yeah. Go back to that real quick.
Amos 6, chapter 4. Amos chapter 6, verse 4. That lie upon beds of ivory. No, you know what? I'm starting from 3. Ye that put far away the evil day and cause. Ye that put far away the evil day and cause the seat of violence to come near, that lie upon beds of ivory, and stretch themselves upon the couches, and eat the lambs out of the flock, and the cows out of the midst of the stall, that chant to the sound of the viol, and invent to themselves instruments of music like David.
That chant to themselves to the music like David. All these clubs. The black man, the Hispanic man being all night. Okay? But spending, getting all this liquor and Hennessy and vodka and all that nonsense to destroy your body. Because liquor today is not how liquor used to be. Okay, today modern day liquor is nothing but poison. Okay, all that Hennessy with the different color drinks, that's all food coloring and to destroy to eat out all your insides. Now back in the ancient days, wine, you could have drink wine all you wanted. Now today you gotta watch out because you got gringo putting stuff in all in your drinks now. But y'all get drunk and high off all these pills, ecstasy. Okay, we know you Latinos like to go to these clubs all up in the back here in Miami and do all crazy freak asses. Stop that, man. Stop it, man. Come back to your God. All right, so go on.
Verse 6. They drink wine in bowls and anoint themselves in the chief anointments.
Yeah, they anoint themselves with chief anointments. All these, when you hear a black woman talking about all these colognes and perfumes, okay, to make their bodies smell good, that Macy's life, J.C. Penney's lifestyle. When you walking through, oh, you want to try this? Okay, all that stupidness, man. Go on, now.
But they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph.
But you're not grieved for your own affliction. What was it? When was the last time you heard blacks and Hispanics complain about all the atrocities that happened to them? Y'all don't check for nothing, man. When the white man come up in the air and the white man pull you up on the side of the corner and he put you up against the wall, you don't get mad with that white man. Y'all say you gotta love the white man. But then yet a black and Hispanic get together, then they want to fight. But when the white man shoots you, you never want to kill the white man. So you don't even cry for your own affliction. When somebody trying to tell you that this is your land and somebody stole it from you, you don't even get mad. You just say, okay, then what? Go on now, finish that off in a minute. I think that's it. All right, so this is not it. Let's get to the whole point of why we out here. We want you black and Hispanic men. We're not we. The Lord wants you so-called black and Hispanic men to grow up and get a backbone. And when we say get a backbone, we're talking about follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Come back to your nationality. Okay? For instance, when you read this Bible, where do you hear the word Dominican in? Where's the word Puerto Rican in the Bible? Where's the word Cuban? That's not in the Bible. Those are slave names that the white man has put up on you, man.
Isaiah 46 and 8. Remember this and show yourselves men.
The Lord said for you black and Hispanic men to remember this and show yourself a what?
And show yourselves men.
A real man is not a gangbanger. Okay? He's not talking about the Bloods or the Crips or MS-13 or whatever gang is out there, man. A real man will be at home taking care of his wife and his children, defending them, fearing the Lord. That's a real man. Okay? A real man is a man who goes out and gets a job, not sells drugs to his own people. A real man would not, have his women turn to a bunch of sluts. And then when the black and Hispanic woman turns into a whore, he wouldn't be cheering them on. Talking about drop low. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, you're teaching the black and Hispanic woman to basically be a bunch of whores, man. on which they've become now. That's how come when you walk on the streets, you got the black woman, you got the Hispanic woman, and they ain't got no clothes on. Because these women be acting up because you men be letting them. Okay? These women be acting up because you men be letting. That's why. Ain't that the new song in?
Oh, man.
It's new, but it's kind of true. Okay? It's new, but it's sort of true. It's time for you men to wake up. When you read Proverbs, the 8th chapter, the Lord said, the word is unto you men. You black and Hispanic men. We ain't out here checking for these women. These women are birthrights. So go on, now. Read that again.
Isaiah 46 and 8.
Yep.
Remember this and show yourselves men.
Yep.
Bring it again to mind, or you transgress it.
Bring it again to mind. Meaning that you had this one time. But ever since you was brought into slavery, give me Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. Ever since you blacks and Hispanics have been brought into captivity under your enemies, you lost everything, man. You don't even know who you are. If I go ask a black and Hispanic man what his nationality, I'll get 50 different responses. But you're one man. But you got 50 different identities.
Right.
That means you're already a people that's lost. Go on, now.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Yep.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
The Lord said, thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from the heritage. This is, you know what the Seminole Indians used to call the Most High, the God of Israel. You know what the so-called Mexicans, they used to call God Yahya. Okay? You Aztec Indians, before the Aztec Indians went off into their paganism, they was following their God, which is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Before you blacks is walking around here with your pants halfway up your behind, talking about you gotta go to some Mecca now. Okay, you was following the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They probably Muslims too.
Yeah.
But you realize our people will cover their head up for that. Go on.
Yeah. Right, he just came from prison, and then his judge and his wife are calling it bullshit.
And she gonna believe it.
How people fuck, man.
The black and Hispanic woman, they'll cover up for Islam, the African, all that nonsense. But when it comes down to their nationality, they don't want to do that. But anyway, let's go.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Don't you blacks and Hispanics serve your enemies? Okay, listen, if it ain't true, check this out. When you go to the Miami-Dade prison, who's all in Miami County? The blacks and Hispanics. You think that's there by coincidence? That it was just the blacks and Hispanics just getting into trouble for no... No, that's how America is set up. Okay, it's against the blacks and Hispanics. Okay? That's how come if a Mexican comes over here, this is their land anyway, they call him an illegal immigrant. But this is your land. That's ridiculous, man. Why you think you Latinos speak Spanish? Spanish was never your language.
That's right.
You was conquered by the Spanish conquistadors.
That's right.
And the Spanish conquistadors forced you to speak Spanish. But you used to speak Hebrew. So read that one more time and we'll keep it moving after that.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from that heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which thou knowest not, which is America, and all the other parts of the four corners of the earth. That's really it. All right, so go on.
Isaiah 46 and 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am God.
Oh, you can read that one?
Isaiah 46 and 8.
Yeah.
Remember this and show yourselves men.
Nah, this is how somebody shows himself men. Get 1 Kings, what is it, chapter 2? Verse 2, I think. Oh, shoot. I haven't read this in years. What does it take to be a real man? Yeah, 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 2. Okay, let's find where the real man of the Lord by the name of King David told his son King Solomon, which are descendants, we are the descendants of them. Okay, you blacks and Hispanics are the real Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Okay, you're not Dominican, you're not Cuban. That's all what Gringo told you. Okay, that's what the Spanish conquistadors said. Go on, dog.
1 Kings chapter 2, verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Wait, David is telling Solomon to show yourself a man. Did we not just read that?
Come.
To show forth yourself and bring it to mind, O ye transgressors. Go on.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways.
To walk into whose ways?
His ways.
No, America's ways.
His ways.
No, Obama's stimulus plan ways.
His ways.
His ways, go on.
To keep his statutes.
To keep the Lord statutes, go on.
And his commandments.
His commandments.
And his judgments.
And his judgments, the penalties for not keeping these commandments, go on.
And his testimonies.
And his testimonies, which is this whole entire Bible. Not like what they tell you over there in the Sunday morning church, that the Old Testament is done away with. Walking around with Bibles with just the New Testament in it. Go on now.
As it is written in the law of Moses.
In the law of what?
In the law of Moses.
In the law of Moses.
That thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest.
So that's the only way you blacks and Hispanics are gonna survive, man. That's the only way. If you're not doing that, you can have fun in the ghettos, man. If you're not following the Lord, this is what happens. This is what happens. You're roaming the streets on a pagan Sunday, not knowing who the hell you are. Probably drunk and high out your mind from the night before, or some dumb whiskey from one of these Walgreens or whatever. And you're gonna sit on this corner for all day, drunk, talking to yourself. What a life! What a life!
Isaiah 46:8. Remember this and show yourselves men, bringing it again to mind, or you transgressors.
Now we all know that transgressions when you break the law. So in order to be a real man, you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Go on.
Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else.
Yep.
I am God, and there is none like me.
That's right. The God of Israel is the only God. There's no such thing as an Allah. Okay? Because when you find out about all these things, that was all created by the Roman Catholic Church anyway.
Right, man.
All right? That's how come when you go into our ancient Hebrew, the word for God, which the fake Jews say El, we pronounce it Allah. But God, that's not God's name, though. Because the God of Israel does not speak no Arabic. Okay? The God of Israel speaks Hebrew.
That's right.
All right? So
It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done.
declaring the end from the beginning. What is the end? Basically telling you about America's destruction thousands of years ago. Okay, go on now.
It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, I will do all my pleasure.
This is part of the Lord's counsel, okay, which is to destroy the United States of America. God has had his prophets write this down thousands of years ago. So it was written from the beginning, and now in the end, we're about to see it happen. Because this country is about to get itself in a war with Iran, which is going to lead to the biggest war ever in history.
That's right.
Even going to lead to the return of Christ. The war is going to be so bad that Christ is going to come and fight.
It says, calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country.
Yep.
Yea, I have spoken it, I will also bring it to pass. I have proposed it, I will also do it.
So meaning, whatever